Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Gistenics YouTube channel, and we have a guest today. So this is a first of its kind. We are having an in-person interview. So let's say interview, in-person discussion on the Gistenics show. Yeah.
Okay.
So do well to get your writing materials. Remember, I will do it book, pen, because so much wisdom might just come from our guests. You never want to miss anything. So that's it for you guys. Let's get into the video. So just to start with, how would you describe yourself to the Gistenics community?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi everyone.
Yeah.
My name is Happiness Onyekwe, and I am a fashion designer
Okay.
and a UI UX designer slash brand strategist. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Well, that's really a big one, guys. So we have a threefold guest once again. So just remember, if you've not checked out the previous interviews we did or the previous sessions we had, just check on the channel. You see the videos there. There's so much to learn, just as we're going to see in this other one. So getting into the video, take us through what's been your health journey like. If you say your health and fitness journey, how would you describe it to?
Okay, since we're dealing with honesty here.
Yeah, exactly, guys. You know that's what we want.
It's been, I won't say it's been off, right? But it's not been consistent either. So from time to time, I decide to like really push myself and work out and do all of that, and which I do, right? It really helps. It helps keep me fit. And one thing I noticed about working out is it keeps you in very good health. You'll be surprised, like you won't fall sick. All these random headaches you get, malaria, treating malaria every 3 months. It's something I tried out for myself and it worked. I think, was it in 2024? Yeah, thereabouts. For like the first 6 months working out and all, I didn't get sick. No treatment of malaria, headaches, nothing. So because I feel like when you sweat it out, you don't really get to fall sick over like little things. And even if you're doing hectic work like I do, if you know about fashion design work, you know how hectic it is. So, and it is the type of job that you have to stay in a particular position trying to perfect, let's say, a particular outfit. And the positions are not exactly healthy. They're not exactly healthy. And you end up finishing up that day with a lot of back pain, waist pain, all of that. But when you work out, I think the workout I do range from planks to push-ups. Yeah, I'm very proud of that one.
Okay.
Yes,
yes, you can hear small ladies out there.
It took me a lot to actually like be able to do just one push-up. I couldn't do push-up to see if they're like to bust in here and you're like, do 10 push-up. No, do one push-up and then you're saved, or we'll let you go or something. Like they'll probably shoot me. It's terrible. But I started with knee push-ups, right, to build upper body strength, because I realized that most of the workout I did was for like the lower body. Yeah, so I started with knee push-ups, and then I was able to do 10 that day. I was just like screaming in my room and very happy. But yeah, so that's what it comprised of. But generally, my fitness journey has been on and off, but I would say it has been good. Yes.
Oh my God, that's a very interesting one. You see, first off, so our ladies out there, start your push-up journey today. Like no jokes, you see so much difference.
Yes, it's to save you from a lot.
Yeah, and you'll be shocked at how easy it is.
Yeah.
She even gave you a hint on how to start. You could start with knee push-ups. I think I'll do a video touching push-ups particularly. So if it's something you want to see, just drop it in the comment section and we'll get to it.
Yes.
So moving forward, I'll get to ask this. Now, talking about this, you just drove me to one particular point where I can now think and say, people usually say, or when I talk with some ladies that don't have so much idea about fitness, or working out, they'll be like, as a lady, I shouldn't work out. It's going to make me look all manly and stuff like that, making me, oh, I'll lose everything I have or this. I have my own personal thoughts towards that, but I would like to hear your view about that. So, what would you say with respect to that?
I would say it is understandable for them to think that in the first place, because when they see videos online of bulky females and all of that, right? It's understandable for them to think that way. But one thing that we all need to realize is that so working out comes with different plans, and when you work out, you know the goal that you're trying to achieve at the very end.
Yeah.
So if you want to lose weight, there is like workout and dieting plans for that. If you want to gain weight, there is dieting and workout plans for that as well. If you want to train your upper body, just your upper body, there are like certain types of workouts or exercises you can do for that. So the ones that look bulky, they actually chose to look that way, right? They did exercise that would give, and they ate the type of food that would give them that type of result, right? So some people might run away from exercise like push-ups or pull-ups because they think it's going to make them muscular and increase, like, yes, it does, right? But then again, there are different types of push-ups. So there are different ones you do to increase how broad your shoulders. I mean, I do push-ups, but I don't think you can see that my
Definitely
shoulders
doesn't
are
look
broad.
like a man, as you can see.
Yes, my shoulders are not broad. For me, the main benefit of doing push-ups is to relieve back pain. You'll be surprised, right? But it works very well for me, because when I'm bent over working or on my system working for an extended period of time, I would definitely feel the back pain. But when I do that workout like in the morning, I this started happening, and then after a while I noticed that because I work out or because I'm doing push-ups, I don't feel like the back pain anymore. Yeah. And one thing that you can prioritize if your job is similar to mine is to prioritize moving around. So in thinking about being bent over, you can take short breaks, like stand up to go get a bottle of water, or stand up to do something, not to remain bent there. And like, yes, you can be focused on your work to finish it, right? But yeah.
Okay, so this is so you see, for our ladies out there, you've heard, and funny how we have quite similar views on that. Like the way I see it, you can't just do exercise that I do and we get the same results
Definitely not.
as I get. Did you get it? So it's something that it's tailored to your goals. So whatever your goal is, you tell that to your trainer or whatever it is, or if you're someone that would like to explore the journey yourself, you research on that and how to achieve that particular goal, and then you get it. There are ladies that work out intensively, but yet they don't look manly. Like, you even be shocked.
Yeah.
There was one I saw the other day. She was not like, oh, this is me looking manly. She was in one hot dinner dress. It was quite funny. So things like that, ladies, don't ever let that excuse hold
Yes,
you
and
back.
there are ladies that have sleeper builds,
Yeah.
which is really nice.
Yeah.
But one that I really like are ladies that do calisthenics.
Oh,
Beautiful. That's something I want to learn.
that is our channel. So let's just tell her to stick to our channel, and she'll get to see more. Maybe probably become more of the lady that does calisthenics that make other people admire. I mean, calisthenics is beautiful. So now that we won't come to this, I'll just ask this: between going to the gym, by the gym I mean utilizing weights, and then calisthenics, and by that I mean home workouts, body weight exercises, what is your catch? What do you have more of an affinity for? What do you enjoy better? I don't know if you've tried both of them. Just share your experience of that with us.
Okay. So gym workout or home workout?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think gym workout is good. I mean, it's good for the aesthetics, putting on gym outfits with your bottle of water and everything. I think it's really, really good and it's great. But for me, currently, home workout works just fine because the kind of work I do, I like it is not very scheduled. I'm not at that point where it's very scheduled yet. And I can just be up at say 4 a.m. and I'm working already, or I'm working late into the night, or something like that. So it's easier for me to come back in, work out, then freshen up, like inside my room, freshen up, and then go about my day. That's way easier. But if I have to think of going out somewhere, it's going to be a bit harder. Plus, the kind of workouts I do, I think I particularly like them. Yes. If I have to think of going out, maybe doing things like running or jogging, I don't like jogging. I don't like jogging. Because of NYC camp. The dreadful memory. Anyways, but I generally prefer home workouts. Yeah. I mean, everything that I think I need right now, I'm getting from that. Yeah.
Okay. So home workouts wins this time, guys. So our last session, the person chose, I guess, then chose gym workouts for him, but he explained the difference, and now we have one that's going for home workouts. So I think home workouts are in the lead right now in the session. So yeah, getting to the next part, she mentioned NYC, and if you remember in one of my videos, I think, I don't know if I've talked about this on the channel yet, but NYC is another experience to basically go into another world of weight loss, and that is for most cases into another world of weight loss. So tell me, what was your NYC like, and is this something you lost weight? And if you lost weight, like for me particularly, I lost weight. Probably in an upcoming video, I explained that completely. So I want to hear your view. Did you lose weight like I did? Like for me, I lost almost over 20, almost 30 kg within the space of a year. So I want to hear your thoughts on it. And if you did, why did you lose weight? Or if you can just think about it. Yeah.
Okay. So when you say NYC journey, was it like just camp experience or?
Any of them, just speak the whole year.
Okay.
What was it like? You can section it all.
Okay. So NYC.
Breaks out.
I mean, before I went to camp, people were like, oh, that's going to be the best year of your life. And I was like, okay. I mean, let's get there first and see. So I got there in the evening, got registered, got assigned a bunk, and the people that informed me, they did a terrible job. They did a terrible job. They're like,
Always
by
do
5,
your own research, guys.
by 5 you'll be up. I mean, I can get up by 5. It's good, right? Yeah. I slept what, around maybe 11, 12 or 1, because I was still trying to get settled in. All of a sudden, I started hearing sounds by 3 in the morning. I was like, what? 3. So I didn't get my uniform yet. So I had to go out in like mufti. And they were like, start running. I was like, run to where? Where am I running to?
Why are you running?
Where am I running? And okay. Before then, I mean, when I was in school, I used to like jog around, like, that whole round in sexual engineering. And I started running. Do you know the last time I ran before then? Like, I was running and I was out of breath. Like, God, who sent me? So we shall had to like run to the parade ground, and then I was breathing very hard. And I hated it because I did not prepare my mind to be running by 3 in the morning to parade ground. This is well. But moving on from that, I would say that I enjoyed the morning sections where we had to do all of those like
Aerobics.
yes. I enjoyed that. It was really fun and nice. The not fun part was waking up by 3. No, that wasn't fun. But at some point they had to stop the whole running stuff in the morning because people were falling down. Like someone fell inside the gutter and got injured badly.
Okay, because of no light.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
It was dark.
Oh, how did the person fall into the gutter?
I don't know. So, yeah, and
with regards, did you lose weight within that period?
While in camp,
Yeah, would you say you lost weight within that period?
no, my losing weight in camp wasn't because of the exercises.
Okay.
It was because I felt sick at the end, like towards the end. Like I felt very sick. So they had to take me to the hospital. But yeah, but generally, my whole NYC year, I think it was like on and off. At some point, I would lose weight. At some point, I would gain it back. But it all had to do with stress from work. And then I was doing 9 to 5, going to the office. And I was also starting up my fashion brand. So at times when I had an order that I had to deliver,
Yeah.
I would stay up and work. And so it gave little time for me to actually sleep and rest. And also, coupled with that, I was still doing designs. At I think at August of 2024, it was particularly terrible because I was involved with like up to 9 different like design roles. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know how should I say I don't know how I get in, maybe I know how I get into these things, but I don't know how I handle them.
A super one indeed.
I don't know how I handle them. So, and I would even have to be taking meetings in the office because it got very hectic at that. So that was definitely one of the points where I reduced because I was not sleeping well and I had like too much work. But it paid off because even with all of that, the fact that you have too much work doesn't mean you're not getting the experience, right? So yeah. But generally it was nice. And when I was posting my beginning picture of NYC, right? And the end when I collected the certificate. And I was like, did I add? Did I reduce? And I couldn't really tell from the pictures, right? So in a way, that's a good thing because I wasn't so stressed out. Looking at me, I was just like, thank God I'm finally done. But yeah, that's it generally.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, she's one of the lucky few. Unfortunately, I wasn't like maybe I'll put up my before and after picture. You see, I think the clothes, I particularly had to sew an outfit for myself because I knew the one they would give me in camp won't enter me.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And of course I was right. But now the fun part was the one they gave me in camp. By the end of my service year, I was able to wear it. And number 2, the one I sewed for myself, it was not like Agbada for Nigerian food.
That's
It was not like an Agbada towards my idea. That's how funny my case was. But yeah, well now this led to something I heard you mention, which is sleep. Now, how important do you think sleep is to you? And what's your idea on sleep generally?
I mean, my idea on sleep is the normal 8 hours you're advised to sleep. But then again...
The advice.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then again, sometimes in this... Should I say in this country or at this age, it feels like it's not possible for you to get that whole 8 hours of sleep. If you want to sleep 8 hours, you're starting from 10 and waking up by 6.
As if you want to wake up by 6.
Yes, actually. I mean, but I think sleep is very essential, whether you're taking up the whole 8 hours or not. It is very important because if you stay, people can literally die from lack of sleep. It sounds funny, but it's true. So, rest when you, no matter how hectic your work is, I don't mind it, right? I get what's on an average 3 to 4 hours of sleep. That's not good. I know. That's not good.
Yeah.
So when I see people that I haven't seen in a while, and they're like, "Oh, you look good," I'm like, "Oh, really?"
Running on 4 hours of sleep.
Really? I just say, "Oh my God," because it can only be good because I'm supposed to be walking around with like huge eye bags and all that. But I think it's very important that you prioritize sleep. Yes, you might have like a lot of work, even if you're getting 2 hours of sleep. When you feel very exhausted, just take a nap, even if it's for 30 minutes, an hour. I promise you, when you wake up, your productivity is going to be boosted by a very, very high percentage. I'm talking from experience. Yeah. So sleep is important. Sleep, guys.
So you heard sleep, better sleep, guys. Yeah, you know, if you have been on each other long enough, you know I've talked about this. You can also check the previous videos, one particular one about sleep, where I talked about the benefits and all that, not to go into it, but just check it out. So, getting into something I took down. Now, from all I've picked, or from several, one of the things I've picked, you're an entrepreneur also. You classify yourself as an entrepreneur.
Yes.
So, how would you say you've been able to walk around your whole fitness lifestyle, health lifestyle, and then your entrepreneurial life? You've given us some hints on it, but I want you to like particularly go into it and just share, because there are some people here in the community that are entrepreneurs. Either they are full-time or they are part-time, as you were one time then, or some are just thinking of delving into it. So they want to know, how can I still manage myself while still going on this journey? So what would you say with regards to that?
Okay, so what I can do is to give pointers, because there's no manual to this. There's no manual, I promise you. So at the end of my service here, I had to leave my 9 to 5. So when I started thinking about going into entrepreneurship, because I'm someone that likes to plan ahead and be aware of, what I'm getting into.
Yeah.
So that I don't know. It's just better for me to be mentally aware. Yeah. So when I thought of starting up fully starting up my fashion brand, I thinking about everything that I would have to do myself as an entrepreneur. I promise you, my head, you know when someone says my head's scattered, or my head, I don't even know the actual word. The word I'm using in Yoruba, like orimi sauce. But like it was very serious at that point, and it took 2 days for me to recover. It did, for real, because I realized that now me, I will be everything, like salt, pepper, Maggi, everything. Like I will be doing every single thing: content, strategy, posting, marketing, communing with clients, everything. Even going out to source for clients, I'm going to be doing every single thing, at least at this beginning stage. So it was a lot for me to handle, and then I had to be doing the designs as well. Yeah. So entrepreneurship is, part of why I left my 9 to 5 job was because I was looking for something challenging.
And
but
get it.
I got it. I got it. In being an entrepreneur, half the time you're going to be challenged, and the other half it would feel like you're going crazy. That's true. But one thing I have learned is, it's like you're about to cross a river, right? If you keep standing there, you're really never going to cross it. You're definitely not going to go in. So you just have to dive in, and then you're going to learn how to swim.
You only learn to swim when you dive in.
You will learn how to swim in there. So you said fitness, right?
Yeah, so how do you relate it with your whole fitness life currently and your
Okay.
health life, all those, any pointers you can give?
So relating that with health and fitness, as much as I can, I try to see one thing with fitness is that if you're just starting up as an entrepreneur, it's going to be hard for you to balance both fitness and your work as an entrepreneur. It's going to be very hard, right? So you will miss some days, you will miss months, even possibly, right? But one thing I get to do is whenever I think you've not done, see, one thing that I don't want to happen is to lose the strength, the upper body strength to do push-up. Because for me to get there in the first place, I had to work very hard. Yeah. So because I worked really hard to learn how to do push-ups,
Yeah.
I don't want to not know how to do it, because one thing I noticed is that the more you don't do it, the more weak your hands get to push yourself up. Yeah. So that's something I noticed. So whenever I realize, you see, I worked hard because I know my pain. So whenever I remember that, I just go down and I do 10. Like, I don't want to forget. But then I'm also learning that there are different types of push-ups, and I don't know how to do all, but yeah. So balancing health and fitness is something that I always keep in mind, because if I get to drink lots of water. I do. Especially on days that are very hot. Like if I notice I'm drinking a lot of water, I don't stop myself. Right, I can finish like maybe 3-4 bottles, and I'm like, okay, yes, because I mean I am being dehydrated, so it's only normal for me to feel this way. And then another thing is, in terms of health and eating the right meals, I tend not to go on a particular type of meal for a long time, especially carbohydrates. Like, and personally, I think the kind of system I have, if I eat like a particular kind of thing for a long time, I lose interest in eating that, or I don't know, my body would just, I don't know really how to explain it. But if I eat the same type of thing for a long time, I'll be visiting the toilet like very often. But if I notice that I'm eating like a particular type of meal for a long time, I tend to intentionally just switch it up. Like, no, like this can't continue. I will just literally go out of my way to include like different things in there. Even if I have to include it in my budget and say buy like specific type of meals to have it included, because I realize how important it is. For example, if you're working out and you want to add a little bit of weight, you can't do that on just carbohydrates. You need proteins as well. So yes, and balancing it up with being an entrepreneur is, say, it's been very tasking, right? Because you might get really busy, especially when you have a deadline to meet. You might get like so busy that you don't even have the time to properly, say, make the meal that you need to eat, right? But one thing I get to do is, as soon as I am a bit free, I make like a really good meal to balance up. And any morning that I'm not say up early to work, I get to exercise. Yeah, and I get to move around. I don't just stay in one spot. So in a way, I might not have like a very consistent workout, right? But at least I'm moving. And anytime I feel like my body is getting should I say stiff, because I'm able to stretch, and I like doing yoga as well. I Those are things that I don't like happening. So it pushes me to even if I'm very busy, take out time. Like it doesn't even have to be, oh, okay, 30 minutes for this session. No, I could just like stretch my leg and then I'm like, yeah. So doing those things in those moments, it might seem like it's playful and it doesn't count, but it does. It does, yeah.
It compounds over time.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So that is how I manage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That works out. Yeah. So guys, remember, just once you wake up in the morning, stretch, then do like this. So yeah, that's by the way. Now you mentioned about yoga. Now, what's it like? Because there's one particular thing I've seen you doing. I think I used to tell you. Is that she folds her legs.
Oh yeah.
I wish it could show in the camera,
Like
but I don't know if it's showing. But then it's how she does it so seamlessly. You can just be talking, then she just raises up her leg, and I've always been envying that. I think that's what made me go on my split journey one time. I've not announced this to the community yet. But maybe sometime I'll do a video of me splitting. If you want to see, just type split. Well, anyways, tell us about your journey into yoga and what's like, how you started, or what's been like basically.
Okay. So yoga, I how it started is, I would say where I grew up is a huge influence on that. Because for one, being able to sit like this, growing up in the north, this is how people sit in the north. Yeah.
I'm just learning that now, guys. That's how they sit in the north.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I at least people that I had to see, maybe if they need to do something or sit amongst like other people, they do that. So seeing it somewhat influenced me. So it's something I've been doing since like I was a child. And growing up with my cousin, we usually like had this whole thing where we're like, oh, okay, I can stretch this way, and then she's like, oh yeah, I can do it too, right? So she's able to do this whole thing where her hand is at the back and she can move it like to the front. I don't know if she can still do that now, but she can move it like to the front. I think there's a way. This might sound funny, but there's a
so
way. Yeah, there's a way like our how would I put it? Joint here is. I don't know how to explain it, but there's a way it is that helps her.
So would you say that is particularly because of her joints, or is just something that can be trained or worked towards?
Or I would say the joint supports it. Okay. It supports it, but it's something she started doing as a child. So in a way trained.
She has experience.
Yes, exactly. So those are things that we have always, and because we started doing that from young, our bodies were more or less flexible. So if I needed to like put and stretch and then lie like across my legs on one side, I'm able to do that like quite easily, because it's easier for children to start doing things. So that's what I would say about that. So that's where it started from. So I think I started doing yoga even before I knew what it was. Yeah.
Oh, that's like I've picked 3 solid points from this amongst all the more points you give. And I'll say this: number one, like your environment matters, like basically.
True.
I've said it in a video that I posted on the channel, where for some people, this was her when she was a child, so it was basically where she found herself. But now as an adult, or as you keep growing up, if you don't have a choice to be in the environment you are and it's not supporting your fitness goals, it's how you can engineer it. I spoke about it in one of my videos, where you can basically set up a way you can be around like minds. So either you are feeding yourself on videos that are having those kind of environments you look to be in, or you are putting yourself there. Maybe that's consciously going to the gym or a park, or just being around people that are doing that like stuff, even if it's just for a short period. Having that cut-off time where you're just before you know it, your mind will start expanding to be in that position. So The environment was a big factor. Like
It was.
definitely my house, they were not sitting like that. My environment, they were definitely not sitting like that. And she meant and she mentioned they started like that as kids. Me, I started with Eba. For our Nigerian guys. So definitely that was not a plus for me. So I love my parents, no jokes. But then yeah, so this is something you can get to imbibe as for those that are yet to have kids, or then for those that already have children, especially if they are young, you can just help them out in their environment, and you don't have to do anything so crazy or so big. Start where you are. That's one thing I always talk about.
Yeah.
Then she also spoke of healthy competition. That's something you can also engineer for yourself if you don't have it. For her, it was more like her and her cousins as yeah, they will be having that. Oh, I can stretch more than you. You know those plays that we do here. And you can do that yourself. Like for me, one of the cases was from my days of BW Fit. I talked about it. We have sometimes we do challenges, so we'll just be like, oh, first to do this kind of thing, or who can bend like this, or all those kind of things. So that healthy competition also helped with growth in developing that particular thing. Yeah. So then, children training, train your children well. It doesn't even have to be anything serious, actually.
It doesn't really.
But just start. There's always something you can do. Our first guest talked about how she was able to. I think if you can check it out later, how she was able to make her children fall in love with vegetables. Like,
Children are quite easy to trick.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the way she explained it was just, I was like, the effort she put in for that was quite amazing. And to the extent that now, like, they enjoy it. They're even going for it. And the thing is, one of them, they're basically, I think two of them, they are taller than me. But they are like almost twice their age.
Taller than you.
Like, it's quite funny, but it's something I learned that's quite interesting. And I said I'll surely use it for my twins. So stay tuned, my future twins. You'll see this video sometime. So getting to the next thing, you spoke about water. How important is that to you? And how one thing I realized in the whole entrepreneurial journey, you can be so caught up in work that you forget to drink water. So how important is water to you? And also, because you mentioned a bit how you actually make sure you take enough water. So how do you go about conditioning yourself to be hydrated? Yeah.
Okay. So if you're very, very engrossed in your work, sometimes you can totally forget like your body conditions or what your body is like asking for, or even the environmental conditions as well, right? So one thing that I would say prioritize, because I got it as a gift. I got a water bottle as a gift, so it was easier for me to say always put in water and then take it whenever I needed to work. Because if say I was working on something and then I hit a quick pause, it's easy for me to just stretch, pick up the water and take a few sips and then continue. Because if it is not even there in front of you in the first place, for you to stand up and leave what you're doing to go get it is going to be like very difficult. So proximity is another thing that you should think of. Yeah, so when you have it there, for example, if you stay in Abuja or if you stay in the north, you know how hot it gets. It gets very
hot in the kitchen, boy.
Yes, it gets very hot. So when you can be working and then you're like maybe sweating. That's if you're not that you see. But you can be working and like really sweating it out, and at least you are conscious enough to know that, oh, I brought my water bottle here, so let me just take a few, right? So yeah, so having it close by really helps. And another thing is you have to be intentional about it too. So you can have the water bottle, but if you don't put the water in there to take with you, I mean, you're not going to have it, you're not going to be able to access it. So it doesn't even have to be anything fancy. It can just be a normal, like bottled water. right? So just have water in there and keep it close to you. Because I mean, and then another thing is, this friend of mine kept saying, drink water, drink water, drink water. And funny enough, him saying that echoed very much in my mind, and I was like, okay, I mean, happiness, drink water. I was like, I'm having a headache, and I drink water. Like, what does headache have to do with drinking water? But I mean, I don't know the relation yet, but it does help because apart from praying to not be sick, right? Because when you're sick, whatever work you think you have is going to stop. So apart from that, these little things that you do is really going to help you not fall sick, right? So, and one of them is taking water. When you take good water, you eat on time, your body functions the way it needs to, and then it helps fight off any pending or illness that is, say, about to break out or something. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So guys, make sure when you get your water bottle, you actually put water inside.
Yes,
That's a very important
and doing
hack.
that, yes, very important. And doing that has helped me get less headaches. Funny, as much as I don't like to admit it, but yes. So even if I get to work out once in a while, and then I get to drink like a good amount of water, since this year started, I can only recall having just one period when I had like terrible headache, and I think I was about falling sick, and then I didn't fall sick again, like as bad as I thought I would, right? But before now, I would have frequent headaches. Picture the life of someone that works into the night and then works early morning, like into afternoon, right? You're going to have headaches from not sleeping and from exposing your body to maybe cold weather because you're up at night working or something. So yeah, it does help.
Yeah. Okay. So proximity to your water helps you. So one way to help with the habit is by having it close to you. So you don't have to create willpower or to think
Thank
about
you.
trying to
Yeah,
do it.
exactly.
Yeah, then she mentioned something about accountability partner. So have someone that is telling you, asking, have you drank water today? Or every 1 hour, 2 hours. So you guys can just have it as a joke among yourselves. And funny how that joke can become something so major that you are so surprised and really helpful. And in case you don't have anyone, we have a program for you where if you already have your system and you just need to hold yourself accountable, or you need someone to help you hold accountable, we have structured systems to keep you in check so that you hit whatever your goals are. So the link will be in the description. Also, you can check the bio for it and you'll see it. So back to what we're saying. Yeah. Now, this led me to one extra part because I heard you mention something about even when you pray for good health, you still have to put in the work.
Yeah.
From the way I interpreted it. So, and so another thing that's in line with prayer, or I say as Christians, or even other religions do it, is in terms of fasting. Now, relating fasting to fitness, how do you incorporate fasting and eating, or is it something you do at all? Or is it something that is just normal to you, or like you intentionally do it in terms of, I'm sure maybe you've also heard of intermittent fasting, all those fitness terms, blah, 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 blah. So what do you do, or what's your take on it, and what do you do with regards to it?
I think fasting is good, right? It is good for not just people that are seeking to lose weight, or it's good for Christians, and even if you're not a Christian, even if you're not a Christian, it is good for you. It is good for your body as well. You notice that when I think I did listen to a video where someone was like, when he's fasting, he noticed that he is very focused, right? So fasting helps. Do I do it? Yes. Yes, I fast. Yeah, I do. But when you're fasting, um you should do it to the extent to which you know you can do it. Don't don't do it and then your eyes turning you or something, right? Yes. See, I know. I mean, yes. Um, and one thing that I'm not discouraging people, but one thing you should know is you can build capacity to stay longer, right? So if you're really serious about it and you ask God for help, I promise you, He will help you. At the point, I wasn't doing fasting, right? I wasn't doing fasting, but I'm able to fast now to a particular time, right? But one thing I've seen is that if I'm able to do, say, till 12, I can build endurance to do it till 2, and then, thereabout. So, yeah.
That's nice to note. So then going back a bit to one thing you talked about, or you mentioned in passing, you mentioned there was a time you used to run and jog. This was pre-camp before this thing. Though you mentioned it's been a while. But then, what was it like then? Yeah, I'm asking this because we have something we do on this channel every Saturdays. Probably you've seen it on my
Okay.
status or not.
Yeah.
Where every day I say every day, every Saturday, we call it an award-winning show, 10K a day with this 10X channel. Yeah. So where we get to hit at least 10 kilometers on the road. So it's something we engage in, jogging, running, whatever you might want to call it. So what's your take on it, on running or jogging, and if you something you've been on into, as you said, what was it like, and any tips you can give to the community just to help them?
I think running is great. I think jogging is also great.
Is it?
I think it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I'm answering for general right now.
Now we want more of you.
For me,
Yeah.
if I think fitness, that is not going to be like in the top 10, right? For me, it's not going to be like. I think because of that short experience I had in camp, I had a very, very terrible, like, thought about it. But I think it's great for you to run. Now, you don't have to run like you're running for a medal or something, right? You can do it at your own pace. And funny enough, you don't even have to run or jog. You can just walk fast, right? And then when you're tired, you slow down and then you pick up the pace again. So I think it's something that I would do if it has to do with walking. Maybe not running, but if it has to do with walking, I would do it. Yeah.
Okay. So just to delve in a bit in that walking that you mentioned, because that's also something I talk about a lot. It's like walking is like an easy hack, easy in quotes, to easily achieve your fitness goals. So what's it like walking for you? What do you aim for? What do you do within that can help someone else, or basically that has helped you?
For
Okay,
walking,
yeah.
I like taking a stroll or taking walks. Now, I'm not saying it as like in terms of, the morning fitness. Yeah. But it's something that I absolutely love doing, right? Back when we were still in school, I always used to take strolls, especially along those tree paths. That was like one of like my most favorite things to do. And I think I got so used to doing so because there was like a lot of trees, and there would be evenings like that. You would have less people and then more open space, breeze, trees to yourself, right? And then you can think and clear your head. If you have solved engineering problems, you definitely need that work. You definitely need the work. So currently, it's still something I love to do. Like, I absolutely love doing it, right? I think it's great because when you do so, you get to clear your head, right? And one thing I am trying to do is maybe leave my phone at home and take a stroll. Because if I go along with my phone, I'm going to get tempted to see all those people that have not called. I will start calling them, answering voice notes that I didn't have the time to respond to. Last time I went on is true. I think that's what I did. Yeah. So I do have to prioritize leaving my phone at home and taking those strolls, because it allows me to really see my environment and really see people, and possibly even connect with people and maybe make new acquaintances. So yeah, this is definitely something I love doing.
Yeah. So you're just saying walking goes beyond just helping you hit your fitness goals. So when we talk about it, is don't just think fitness, think lifestyle maxing. And yeah, I think, oh, that's a nice line. Lifestyle maxing. I like that. You get to see it more. So think lifestyle maxing, and that's what we're really focusing on this channel. Because one thing I believe is, and I choose fitness, health and fitness, which is the theme of this channel basically. Because I believe that if you get that right, it trickles into every other area so easily. So the idea is just fitting it into your lifestyle, or basically making the best out of whatever life you're living on, so that you can actually be more productive, you can do more things, and you can enjoy yourself better, live
Yes.
longer. I mean,
Very important.
find some trouble. That's all that's support.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, and to add one more thing,
Yeah.
right? So a lot of people some people are in the stage where they are still trying to build the life they want. But here's something I learned along the way, is that you don't arrive at that life you want. You start building that life, meaning that you start imbibing habits that you want to have then, now. If you want to be going to the gym, if you can't afford the gym, work out in your house. There's literally nothing stopping you. You can download an app on your phone to help you work out, or better still, I mean, you have him. Right? So, or if you want to, be that boss lady, or, chairman or something, right? And there's a particular way you want to dress, or invest in your outfits. And investing in your outfits, you don't even have to break the bank, right? You really don't have to do that. If you want to make one outfit, make one really good one, so that when you wear it out, you're going to turn heads like you should. So yeah. So start now,
Guys. This now leads me to one particular thing that just came to mind, and I wrote it down. So at the beginning of this conversation, when I asked about the gym and the whole this thing, you were like, oh, you like the idea of the gym because you have to put on those fitness wears and then go out. Then now you also mentioned about wearing clothes. That if you want to be that boss lady or that chairman, you also invest in your clothing. So, and you're a fashion designer, as you mentioned, So this now brought the question, which I would like to frame this way: how important do you think choosing your fitness wears are in terms of helping you work out? Is it important at all? Do they need to? Can they just wear jalabia, or for those that do, can they just wear Iron Man suit and go and do exercise, or do they have to pick a particular exercise? What's your take on the type of clothes you wear? Probably you could dive into fabrics. I don't know this. Oh, you?
Yeah. So in terms of the outfit you're wearing when working out, I think it's very important. Apart from aesthetics, it is important, because if you wear a very tight outfit to go and work out, you're not giving your body space to move, to actually do that workout. And you notice that most gym wears are elastic in nature, so you have to wear something that's allows your body to move in different directions, right? So it's actually pretty important. So whatever fabric you're choosing, the thing is, it's still going to be according to your taste as a person. So even if you're a Muslim that have to cover up your body, it's still fine, right? You can still cover up and then go work out. But I've seen Muslim ladies work out, right? they still have to wear the stretchy fabrics, because I mean they still need to have their body free enough for different movements that they would be doing. But at least they still do get to cover their hair. Some wear like a head wrap or something, right? Same for Christians as well. I mean, you can still cover up your body and work out all the same, and wear gym wears that are still decent. So yeah, your gym outfit is very important, and I think it helps you achieve the results that you want to. Because if your body is not, for example, if you're doing squats and then the outfit is not allowing you to go down
No.
as much, as you're not going to hit that angle that would like help you achieve the results you want. So yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, outfit is very important.
Very.
And even when you spoke about the Muslim wears for ladies, this funny how today I on Instagram, when I was checking Instagram, I saw a particular lady. So she runs and she does gym stuff. So she crafted up a particular kind of outfit which she actually sells. Provided I'll link it in the description, because I felt it's nice for our Muslim ladies here. They can like these outfits are so amazing. Like it's something that even a Christian could like,
Wow.
and you even think it's so sweet. Like even me, I felt like I should go and buy it and wear it too. So you can always walk around here, and that's one thing. Even being multidisciplinary, that's what by that I mean, being in multi fields, different fields, just like how she's in content, brand designing, she's
Yeah.
into fashion design, so she can always find a mix around them. Probably that person on Instagram, that lady there, she's a fashion designer too, or I've not really gone into her story, but I'm just picking up things. So she was able to say, "Oh, I work out, and then I like this kind of. I like to be free while still being
Yeah.
properly covered." And then I was able to craft up. There are several other people that have even done several outfits.
Yeah.
So at this point, instead of just giving an excuse to yourself that, oh, there's nothing for me to wear, or this or that, I can't wear this, or there's always something
There's always
if you really want it.
something.
Yeah. So
Yes.
find something today.
Even if you don't have something stretchy, you can use your nightie.
I mean, that's where calisthenics come in.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna know. But yeah, for the gym, you can still try your 90. I mean, we don't judge. We don't judge. So the main
Yeah.
thing is as far as you get your gains in. So now there's one particular area you talked about that I want to mention. So you multitask. How do you go about the whole multitasking and still being still managing your fitness goals? Let's put it that way. I've asked a similar question previously, but I just want a bit of to throw more light, because probably there's people in our audience that might be doing so much that are like, I don't have time at all for fitness. Because one thing I believe is there's always something you can do at whatever point.
Yeah.
So,
True.
but sometimes people need to see, oh, this is my situation, and this is how many things I'm doing. And probably from your story, they might also see that, oh, I also relate to her. So, and this is how she's going about it. So, what can you give for us in that sense?
Okay. So multitasking. I think that is actually very important. But managing the two, it has to do with being intentional. That's just the truth. Because you will never really have enough time to, especially if like you're someone that has one really amazing goal that you want to achieve, and you have more than one thing that you're doing, you will never really have enough time set aside. Because, well, at the beginning, nobody really likes exercising. That's true, especially when the body pain comes in.
Except you're like me. But that's right. We have our days.
Yes, at the beginning,
Sorry, we
right?
have our
But
days.
when you actually get into it and start exercising, even through the pain, you will still actually,
You still have.
yeah. So, what I'm going to say is you actually have to make out time for it. And so there might be days where you can't avoid being totally say busy with work, and then you might even forget or something. But I mean, I've seen people that have built such a system that that make millions, um, run conglomerates. I mean, you can't be more busy than they are. They're making billions, right? So I think you have to schedule out time, and you actually have to keep to it. So the great thing about them is they are likely at the point where they are able to schedule out different time of their days for different things.
Yeah.
That's one thing about having money. It helps you it helps you schedule out your time properly. Right. So yeah. Um so if you're at that point where you're still building, and it's you can't really control your time to say, okay, 6 in the morning I'm working out. I can't do that currently, right? I can't do that exclusively. But I do as much as I'm able to. So be intentional about it, and don't forget your fitness goals. Keep it in mind. Then one very important thing that I'm going to mention: mind what you eat. See, I mean, it is nice to have to take snacks, to go out, buy snacks. I mean, I like shawarma. I do. Eat burger and everything, but I tend to keep a balance to it all, right? If you're to tell me, oh, okay, free shawarma for, don't tell me, but you're to tell me free shawarma for what's the next 3 months, is not an offer that I'm going to likely jump on like that, because I know that in as much as it's nice, it is not very healthy for you to eat it like all the time. Some people they don't get to think about that. They just think about the fact that, oh, I like it, so I'm going to eat it, right? And then they do that all the time. So if you're taking in that much calories, it means whatever workouts you're doing, would you even have the time to work out to burn all of that out? That's another thing that you need to think of, right? So watch what you eat, and if you can, avoid eating late. I'm laughing because I'm still struggling with this. So don't eat late, don't eat heavy foods late, and even if there's food available, it doesn't mean you have to eat it. You can keep it for tomorrow. Yes, instead just take it. And very importantly, I think a few years back I stopped having a like for carbonated drinks. It just felt too artificial to me, right? And the work I used to do supported me taking carbonated drinks and energy drinks. That's while working on site as a civil engineer. Because when you're working on that, if you work under Abuja sun, on a day that is very hot, the only thing that can help you is maybe a chill bottle of Fanta, or you're taking like one energy drink to keep you going, right? But like it gives you instant relief at that point, but it's not good. And the reason why you might not even see the effects like that with engineers is because of the kind of, they don't sit in one place, they are moving up and down. So you're in your house and you're taking all of that in, and you're not moving anywhere, it's going to have its effects, really. So what I prefer taking currently is maybe drinks like yogurt, or I mean, it still has calories, but yeah, yogurt, and I prefer natural drinks like kunu and zobo, especially kunu. So yeah.
I have the fight with kudu. I love kudu. Don't get me wrong, but then I only prefer to take it in the evenings or when I'm winding down, because will I say it makes me sleep. I don't know if that's just me. Well, I remember some years back. So I'll sleep in the afternoon, ready to work. Maybe some days I wanted to be up at night, so I'll sleep well in the afternoon so I can still get in my reasonable sleep time. Then the night I'm not ready to work. Let's say I wake up by 7, 8 p.m. So I just go and grab something to eat. I grab bread and kunu. Then, if you have not tried that before, try it today. Then I now take it. And by the time I'm done, let's say 8:30, then before 9 o'clock, let's say I'm planning to start work around 10. Before 9 o'clock, I'm already feeling drowsy. I'm like, what? So I didn't really take more note of it. It was after some time, I'm like, when I heard the kuna, I was like, you are the cause of this. It's you. I can't. So, of course, I still drank it that time. But then, after that, I knew that it's not something I take in the daytime. Because it has a way of slowing down. Kunu is like natural loratadine to me. Loratadine is for cold, but it has that steep effect, or as I like to call it, offing effect, where you just feel completely drowsy. So Kunu also does that to me. But there are people that I've seen that they're actually quite agile when they take it. So if it works for you, still do it. I mean,
So,
it works.
bottom line, know your body.
Know your body.
Yeah.
So many things that I picked from this. So just to give you a little hint, since you like yogurt a lot, there's one particular type of yogurt that is really helpful, though it's more expensive than normal yogurt. But the benefit of this is that it has more protein, like far more protein. It's one of the best sources of protein. Greek yogurts. Don't know if you have heard it. Greek yogurt, yeah. So you can check it out. Local supermarket stores should have it. You see, I like buying the ones that are packaged, that is from a particular company, because it's easier to track. Yeah. But you can get also Fura too works out. Fura de Nunu, yeah. You don't like it? She's missing.
Well, I take. I do take it, right?
Okay.
When I took it at first, I found it strange.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I grew up here, but
she found Fura strange.
I found it strange. But I mean, when you put it in yogurt, it's very nice. Yes, very nice.
So you can basically add that Fura de Nuno. I think that's good sources. Let's say between 10 to 20 grams of protein per bottle. That's 50 cl bottle.
Yogurt vendors, find me.
You've heard, guys. Then Greek yogurt is just another level, because the same quantity, that 50 cl, you can get up to 50 grams of protein in it. And
that's
already
great.
That's for those asking, I've done a video on protein before where I broke it down for how you can even calculate for yourself. So you can check it out. For someone like you, I feel you need, let's say, between 100 to 150 grams of protein.
Yes.
So like just protein alone.
Yeah.
So already having one Greek yogurt can basically take you 1/3 of your protein goal for the day.
Wow, that's
Then imagine adding other things in. So that's like one of the easiest hacks to it. Yeah, and protein helps with building muscle, or basically making everywhere firm and all. So yeah, you can check that out since you like yogurt.
Yes.
Yeah. There's the sweetened one and the unsweetened. I advise the sweetened, but both works for me. The only downside of the sweetened, I won't say it's a downside. It's the other nutrients in it are more. Because what makes the Greek yogurt special is the idea it has more protein compared to other yogurts or sweet drinks. But then when is the sweetened one? Remember, anything sweetened comes with carbohydrate and some other classes of food that are more. Yeah. So it's more. It's still, the protein is still the same, but it has more carbohydrate content.
Yeah.
But the unsweetened one, mainly protein, the carbohydrate and the fats and the fiber are very low.
okay.
So, but the sweetened one is not sweet.
The unsweetened one.
The unsweetened one is not sweet at all.
Yes.
But one thing about it, same with all styles, is that you can mix it up with your different foods. So it could be like salad cream. You can use it with your salad. It works out like very well. You'll be shocked. You can have it with fruits. You can also blend it. So when you are doing your smoothies, you add the Greek yogurt. You know, the same way, even with your oats. I did it the other day. Oats, the Greek yogurt, I added
butter.
milk. You can have peanut butter. That's another good source of protein. Yeah. So all those things, you can mix it up. And that's why you see all these gym contents online. You see them putting in, you see Greek yogurt, you see peanut butter, eggs, you see things like that. So the idea is you mix it up. You can start out with experiments. That's what I mean. The person that discovered afang soup, he put vegetable
God
and he put
bless
this.
God bless you.
So he put all the things together. I mean, but now when I see people, they are afraid to try something new. So just try something. It's not entirely new. Just put one or two ingredients
It might
that
work.
you have not put before.
If it doesn't, at least you know.
You've heard that if it doesn't, at least you know. At least you know what you'll not be trying again.
Exactly.
So that's it. That Greek yogurt helps as well. So even the unsweetened one, you can still use it well. And
I'll be trying it out.
Like my main thing about it is the protein.
And I also do think that I need proteins, more proteins.
protein,
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I mean everyone needs more proteins. Everyone. So yeah, getting to something else before we wind down, sadly. So there's something I would say that unlike most people, you've been able to maintain your particular body weight or body physique effortlessly. Like I dare say effortlessly. Because this is me going up and down and like she's able to maintain it. Then the flat tummy too and the rest of it. I mean, people are struggling with that particular and there are people that are looking up to that. So what's your, despite all these things that you've told us, very active in terms of work and everything, what would you really say is the secret to still maintaining a good physique without actively working out? Like,
okay, I mean, since I'm on gestenics, I would say, if not for just saying a good so one, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, right? It has to do with how do I put this? I think I inherited my dad's physique somehow.
okay.
Yeah.
So she looks like a man. For those working out, that's why the way.
So
Genetics.
yes. So because of that, I mean, I will not say I'm not prone. What's the reason why most women have big stomach? It happens after childbirth now, right? For some.
For some.
For others, it is genetics. Should I say it's genetics or
it's lifestyle?
Yes, I will bank more on lifestyle actually. So with that, right? I mean, I get to eat too. I eat. I mean, I don't eat like my brothers. Definitely, I don't. So what I do is this. When you have to pick the right type of workout. If you hold plank for 1 minute every day, that stomach of yours, like, see, if you already do have like that stomach, it depends on the level you're at, right?
There are levels to this.
There are levels. Depends on the level you're at, right? So if you do it, I'm not going to tell you that your stomach is going to. You have to mind what you eat as well. If I am taking swallow by 11 and you are taking swallow by 11, you might not have the same, it would have the same effect, but I feel like the percentage might differ. So generally avoid taking heavy foods late. It's actually your stomach, in case you think it's flying over your head. It's entering your stomach, so just avoid taking heavy food late. That's one. And then when you wake up, you can work out, do planks and do sit-up. Don't do the normal one that to hold your leg out like this. No, do the hard one. For real. See, because I think one of the really good exercises I started with was sit-ups. Sorry, yeah, sit-ups. That's one of the really good ones I started, and I did not babysit myself. I would do sit-ups and then my stomach would be, I'm like, oh God, I can feel the pains, right? And this was like right from when I was still a teenager. I would do it. My goal was to achieve toned stomach. Did I get to that point? I mean, that's for me to know. looking at it, right? Watch what you consume, right? Watch what you consume, and when you there are certain things you can boil. For example, if you put lemon in warm water and take it in the morning, is very helpful. You can take things, drink tea that help you digest your food better, right? It might seem fun. It is the little things you do that adds up to being a lot, right? So it might not seem like it is anything. And then I think you can detox once in a while and deworm as well. It's very important. So those are the little things you can do to help out. And if you do want to have a reduced stomach, you should contact the professional.
Yeah, I am the professional. Oh wow, these are some secrets you dropped here. Like now, the one particular thing she mentioned that talking about her whole Emma analogy in the night. That if she takes Emma, it will have the same effect as you. So funny how I did a video on that late night eating because I got to analyze it and I saw that okay, I've seen cases where there are people that eat late at night and they're okay, and there are people that eat late at night and they are the other side of okay. So analyzing those two cases, you get to see there are different factors at play. Some could be their metabolism, some are
Yeah.
faster, some could be the activity. There are some that work late in the night, either mindful work or actually like hard labor, where their rate of burning calories won't be the same as someone that's just
Yes.
eating, that's probably seeing this video now and lying down on the bed and eating about by 10 p.m.
Yeah.
No shade to you, but I hope you're not the one if you're seeing this video. But yeah, things like that. So that night it is something quite interesting. I see
Yes,
it as
it
an
is.
interesting myth in the fitness space.
True.
That if you just get to understand your body
That's very important.
and
Yeah.
your lifestyle, you get to actually have a lot from it. Then she mentioned have a goal and have it in mind too. So for those that just think I want to have a flat tummy, yeah, you just for most of them, at least from those I've gotten to interact with, it just stays as a thought. It doesn't actually solidify as something they can envision. So have a goal you can envision. That way, there are things you'll be doing that by the time you have that goal in mind, you just be like the person that, let's say you have someone you look up to having that particular tone physique, you heard her mention it. You just be like, this person having this tone physique. Will the person be eating eba on the bed by 10 p.m.? Forget I'm talking too much about it, but I really love it. But yeah, that's one thing. Then she mentioned about little things doing wonders. So they compound all those small things is better than nothing actually. If it's only one thing you can do it. If you can do more, fine. But if it's only one thing, just keep doing it. I'm sure you heard the analogy. If you've not, here it is. Where they said if you are too worried about working out or you cannot work out at all, or you're thinking your schedule is tight, just before you go to bed or once you wake up, just do one push up. Then you heard that. So by the time you do it, just one, like only one, do one and stand up. Before, as you keep on going, you find out that the next day, or maybe some more weeks later, you now feel like doing two. And even if you just stick with that, there are still other things involved, but with
That's
time.
how I was able to do push-ups.
Okay.
Yes.
So you just expose her secret. So add it up to your style too. Then she mentioned genetics. That's quite an interesting one. That helps out. Yeah. Funny how we've also done a video on it. Oh. So we've come a long way on this channel, guys. Really.
Yeah.
So genetics is quite interesting, but still at that, the reason why I'm very careful about that particular topic is because people tend to blame a lot on genetics. So something that hard work can do, you can say it's genetics.
True.
Don't take me wrong.
It's not genetics alone, no.
Yeah.
I still watch what I eat.
You said
Yeah.
genetics has a good role to play, like very good role. But then if you know you don't have good genes or you feel you don't have good genes, then do small
You just
work.
have to work extra hard.
You do the work, yeah. And you'll be shocked that you might even achieve better results in
Yes.
some cases than people with good genetics.
Like they say, hard work beats talent.
Oh, when talent doesn't work hard.
True.
That works out. Then this, okay, as we're winding down, I'll just ask her to give us small source with regarding helping us. So she's a brand strategies, right? How did you call it? Yeah, so give us small sauce with respect to um, building a fitness brand, or basically a brand for our community that might just have something in mind to build. What would you say? Let's just streamline. So what would you say is the one thing that's required for them to start their journey now? Fitness, or something we can employ now to just
Okay, so one thing that community members can set in place to start their fitness journey.
or no, like mainly building their brand,
Okay.
whichever brand they have.
Whatever,
Yeah, this is
okay,
just
whatever
like
niche
an
it
extra
is.
source here to the
Okay.
community. What's the one thing you just say they can just start with this and focus on this for now without thinking? Because you could get so lost in, oh, there's a million things to that, you end up doing nothing. So what's just that one? If you can pick one thing, what would that be?
Just one thing.
Hey, you can go more. But like something you know that they can start at whichever stage they are in their journey, and we can also employ it in our own channel.
It's funny and it is simple. Just start.
Ah,
See,
definitely didn't
if
expect that.
you're, I know, right?
Yeah.
If you're thinking too much about it, right, you will not start. And you can't have everything perfect. You only have it perfect when you've made the mistakes. If it's not you making the mistakes, then you're hiring somebody else that's made the mistake to make your brand perfect. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You're borrowing their perfection to upgrade your brand. So get started. The thing is, you're not going to have it all figured out. You definitely will never do that. So amazing brands that we have now, even the ones that start at a level that might be higher than where you're starting right now, they don't have it all figured out. So you would have seen like top notch brands. They are very top brands that I have tried maybe reaching out to, and I just noticed that their customer service section is just not it. So in that sense, they don't have it all figured out. They're still getting there, but starting is the main thing, right? When I was starting my fashion brand, I realized like just know that okay, fine. I'm going to be going through so much, and I'm going to be putting in so much into this brand. Have it in mind and do it. There are days you will run tired, but at least you're aware of what you're getting into. So start, and you would piece everything and figure it all out all together along the way. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's. I definitely didn't expect that. We'll have that as a match idea. Trust me. You know, we are picking match ideas. So you just have. Oh, would you like to sit in a hoodie or in a polo? What do you think?
Yeah,
What do you think to go wear
I
with?
think a hoodie will be
A hoodie
great.
is what?
Yeah.
The logo at the left or right? It's a left. Yeah, then the right up will be where the back, front.
And the back.
Okay, back. Straight, horizontal, vertical. Which one? Diagonal, which one? Horizontal.
Yeah,
Okay,
horizontal.
just start. Then with exclamation marks.
Yes.
Oh, guys, stay tuned to the Gistenic shop. We're filling up nicely. So that's really a good one. So any final words for the Gistenics community? Whenever I say that, it always makes me laugh. I say any final words. So like any thoughts or things anything you feel you've omitted or you've not talked about that could help in their health or fitness journey, or basically
Yes.
overall well-being. Yeah.
There is one. So this is what works for me, right? So I'm just going to tell you, try it out, and I'm sure it will work as well. So here's one thing I have realized. God. Involve God in every single thing. As little or as funny as it may seem, involve Him. He wants to be there. I promise you He does. Even if it is something as little as you heating up water to bake, or even in the flow of your work, just involve Him, right? So moving from my daily activities to work that I do. Sometimes not all the jobs I get I know how to do. It sounds funny. Not all the jobs I get I know how to do. Sometimes I can just be like making an outfit, and then the Holy Spirit is like, okay, why not do it this way? Turn it out this way. Do this, do that, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's great. And now it seems funny because now it's a norm, right? It's not even something that I just thought to be like, oh wow, right? And here's one thing I've noticed: when I get to read my Bible in the morning, do my devotional, you see that the way the flow of that day is going to go is going to be amazing. Because immediately I'm done reading my Bible, doing my devotional, the next thing I'm doing is my workout and yoga session. Like, see, this is not even something that I am joking about.
Yeah.
It's something that it has happened over and over again. When I wake up and I'm not able to do my devotional and then I have to work, when I get back, it is hard for me to start working out. It is very hard. Whenever I'm like, oh, okay, God, take control, and then I do my devotional, and then I speak with Him. The next thing I'm getting into, okay, happiness, your devotional, sorry, your workout. Yeah. So it might seem funny or unbelievable to some people, but I promise you, it works because it's something I have spoken to God about, that I want to be able to work out more, not necessarily to not add up, right? But mainly to keep fit because I am aware mentally, mind, right?
Yeah.
I'm aware that I actually do have to keep fit because I might not feel the impact of the work I'm doing now, or do you know what it means to combine UI/UX design and fashion design? You're going to be bent over most times, right? So I know that if I am not working out or keeping it healthy, it's going to have an effect on me when I'm over 50. So yeah, involve God.
Oh, so you see, guys, so much, so much for this session. I've covered so much. So if you're not with this, you're missing out. But you can always go over to and rewatch the video again, so that you can pick out all these intricate details that will surely help your fitness goals one way or the other. And that's one thing with the Gystenics show. You get to see people from different spheres of life that are still hitting their goals one way or the other, either directly or indirectly.
Realistically and practically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't just think, oh, I'm talking because of, oh, this is my fitness level. I've been almost a decade into fitness. But more like you can see other situations that you can get to relate with and say, oh, this person is like me, or this person's activity is like me, or I want to be like this person. And then you can now see, oh, this is how they do it, and then you get along with it. So, winding down shortly, where can they find you? Where can they find you, or your business, your brand, whatever you want them to know? Where can they reach out to you?
Okay, so you can reach out to me via my Instagram handle, Joyce Signature.
Okay.
Just type Joyce Signatures. You'll see the logo there, JS. J/S.
Okay.
So yeah, reach out to me. We make lovely pieces and we make them to suit each person's body figure to better accentuate your body type. So yeah, reach out for an amazing experience with Joyce Signatures. Yeah.
You said accentuate. Just help us with the big word, or rather help me. I know we have scholars in the community.
It's more like to help shape, like if there are different body shapes. There are people that are pear shaped, or so there are. If you say you want to make this style, it would help you suggest, oh, okay, why not make it this way, or why not add this?
Okay.
Yeah. So
like tailor
fitted for their body.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as a designer or brand strategist, you can find me on LinkedIn as Happiness Onyekwe. So reach out. I'll be waiting.
Oh yeah. So guys, that's it. You've heard from her. Do well to shoot her a DM, check out how it works, and whatever it is, I'm sure she'll answer. Just tell her you're from Gystenics, and she has a good place in her heart for us.
I do.
So guys, you heard it. One thing I want you to do after listening to this or watching this, wherever you're from, is pick out one thing that you're going to do today, like moving forward. Just one. Don't overcomplicate. We've talked about a lot, but just from all those things you've heard, pick one thing, comment, put in the comment section that, oh, I'm going to do this, or you can post it on social media and tag any of us, and that alone, that action alone can help you to start achieving it. Then just use that one thing and actually do that one thing, and you see how much it will change your fitness journey. So that's it for the video. Would you like to do us the honors of all those YouTube stuff? Like, comment, subscribe.
Okay. So I'm sure you've gotten so much from this session already.
Yeah.
I hope you have actually. Yeah. So if you'd like to get more content like this, because what we're doing here is very practical. I mean, I told the truth. Yeah. So if you'd like more content like this, please please subscribe, share, and comment. Very important. Please share to your people as well, and that's going to go a long way. I mean, it's going to reach the people that it needs to. So yeah.
Yeah, so guys, you heard that. Do the needful YouTube stuff, and that's wrap. See you on our next video. Bye.